Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another quick pick prediction video. In this video, I'll be predicting the lightweight bout on the Contender Series between Issa Isakov versus Marquel Mederos. And how I feel about this one right here is I'm going average confidence of Marquel Mederos to beat Issa Isakov. Average confidence Marquel Mederos to win, but you want to look at Issa Isakov, he's kind of in that Russian tier where they kind of get away from, I guess, their bread and butter to wrestling. I mean, he's that's still his main focus, but he started putting some V-bucks, some points to the striking. Try kind of this bronze armor, like try to make it seem like it's something that's not. Put some investment to that, and it kind of took away from his grappling. And where I'm going with that, I feel like a lot of guys who kind of try to be jack of all trades, like Russians that try to be jack of all trades, usually fall pretty flat on their face or fall pretty hard on their face. Versus the Russians that they know what they are, or at least the Russian guys. There's definitely some Russian strikers who are better strikers and whatnot, but the ones that like lean more to wrestling, but then they try to they lean far more to wrestling than they do striking, but they try to polish that up. I feel like they get lost and ultimately don't do very well in UFC. Like they fall off at a pretty low level in the UFC or in low level MMA. But yeah, I don't know my point of saying all that. But anyway, in this one, I feel like Marco Mederos is clearly the better striker in my honest opinion. Better footwork, better combinations, better counters, better everything on the feet. Well, not everything, but overall, in my opinion, and very good leg kicks. Then ultimately, what brings me to pick Marco Mederos is that he's shown pretty good wrestling defense. Not even just like, oh, statistically wise, he was just good wrestling. I like the technique of how he defends takedowns. He defends them like pretty, spot on, pretty, intelligent defense, technically defending these takedowns. So I think he stylistically wise will do well against a guy like Issa Isakov. I think he'll be able to defend takedowns. I think with the calf kicks he does, like mixing in the footwork, I think he'll be a tough target for takedowns. Then automatically, on top of that, he defends takedowns technically, to perfection. Not all the time, but pretty good, especially at the level he's at and who he's going there with. He'll be able to defend his takedowns pretty well, chew his legs up, land clean counters. I think pick him apart. Kind of similar performance to what the last Russian got beat up on the Contender Series. Like have an issue, but not probably even more so. That was actually big competitive. But again, I'm all over the place. But I think he'll be able to stuff the takedowns, and I think he'll be the better striker, and I think he'll be the better overall fighter. So better striker, solid takedown offense, going in for a guy who kind of has passable striking, but in reality, he's just really a wrestler. A wrestler that does those strikes that he doesn't really even know what he's throwing. He just tries to look the part. And that's the bronze armor. Like, you're just trying to look the part, but you really ain't that guy. So he's really a wrestler. Marquel Mederos to be able to address it, and he'll be able to pick him apart. And I think he stops him second round. So in this one, I got Marquel Mederos via second round TKO.